Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean Spit, a little show about big things. Um, Today is Wednesday, August 9th, and I know that if you're looking at the screen, it's not Thursday. No, it's Wednesday. And she's back. She hasn't been here in a while because of her problems, of course, with Mama D. So give it up for Laura. Ocean Solution is in the house today. Hi, Laura. Honey, how you
Hi,
doing,
honey.
Thanks for joining us. Now, before we get into your details, let me just take care. Guys, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, and mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and actually watch the show on all five social media outlets. We have the Tony Ocean Show page, the Mo Carrara page, LinkedIn, X, which is used to be Twitter, YouTube. So I hope you guys, and the Ocean Spit Facebook page as well. Um, so we have Laura on here, folks, and before she comes on, time to pay the bills. It's called Ace Hardware, folks, our proud sponsors, Norwich Displays, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Buy local, shop local, and they're always taking care of your neighborhood needs, folks. That's right. How about right now? They got a special U-Haul rentals, Norwich Displays and Warrenville. They have a large fleet of off trucks, best prices in town. Three ways to make a reservation. Call the store, walk in, visit the U-Haul desk, or go to the uhaul.com and choose one of your Ace stores as your location to make a reservation. They are here with all your moving needs, personal, business, small loads. They have you covered. And don't forget to tell them to grill your Ace off and get 20% off any grill purchase. That's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local,
That's
shop
$20
local.
off.
$20 off. Thank you for $20
I'm
off.
still correcting.
But it's okay. Raphael, they'll work you a deal. They'll work you a deal. They're that great people. You're really interested, they will work you a deal. Jackie, Raphael, and Melissa, they do a good job. Also, folks, let's get down to a couple other sponsors before Laura will take the floor. Gorelli Pavement Service, folks. That's right, our good friends from Gorelli. Gorelli knows your curb appeal for your home or business, largely affected by your concrete and asphalt. Gorelli is here to help you keep your asphalt looking brand new with proper maintenance, which includes seal coating, crack filling, or patching. They also do driveways, folks, servicing Illinois, Wisconsin, and Indiana. Call Laura or Barb at Gorelli Pavement Service, 815-271-5835. That's 815-271-5835. Call Gorelli. Tell them Tony O sent you. And our brand new Carl Doty, if you're watching, you might want to look at the bottom of the screen to get the number, you and Paula. We're looking at our brand new sponsors, Chicago Door Ltd. Limited. He's been serving Chicago and in suburbs for over 40 years. They buy direct from the manufacturers. They deliver the highest quality products at the lowest possible prices, specializing in residential and commercial exterior and interior doors. Residential, garage doors, garage door operators, 24-hour emergency service. Call Alan for a free estimate at 847-641-8552. That's 847-641-8552. Senior discounts or email chicagodoor01 at gmail.com. That's our good friends from Chicago Door Ltd. Good people. Alan, check it out. Before we bring Laura on, folks, I just want to say thank you so much to our good friends, Carl and Paula Doty, who are putting on the brand new St. Jude's benefit coming up September 17th at the Melrose Park Civic Center. And they did a special little dinner for us. Our friends Chuck and Brittany Felco from Chickies in Hillside, and put a nice pizza spread and a nice little salad, some cocktails. But everybody that was there, of course, Nick and Phyllis Hodges, Stephanie Lemon Bergner, Regina Karma, John Anthony, Bill Saratella. It was great seeing the crew there, Jerry Jams. So anyway, thank you again, Carl and Paula Doty. And St. Jude is going to be September 17th. Mark it on your calendar, Melrose Park Civic Center. All right, folks. You guys are all watching. Donald, how you doing? Carol, Dennis, Buddy, how you doing, everybody? Joanne. My wife is here on a Wednesday.
Just for a
Uh,
minute.
and so before I give her the floor, one last thing. I want to thank Big Mike and Michael from Hardcore Italians yesterday, talking about the Columbus Day Parade, talking about the Columbus Day statue, talking about everything Italian. It was a great show. Over 30 shares, 30 shares. So, folks, maybe you want to do this today too as well. Share the show. Let everybody what's going on with Ocean's Pit and Mama D. And speaking of Michael from Hardcore Italians and the Italian Sports Hall of Fame, Columbus Day Bocce Ball Tournament is going to happen Saturday, October 7th, 8 o'clock at the Casa Italiana. Games, food, a lot of fun. They have a motorcycle show and a car show. It's going to be fun. And I'm playing on the team. I have my own bocce league, my own bocce team called the Oceanettes. Joey Spins, Danny Mazzi, yours truly, and of course, Jimmy Marchese from River Cafe. So thank you again, Hardcore Italians, for that. We've known what's been going on with my mom, my mother-in-law, Dibash, one strong lady. I was telling you guys from day one when she went in, and ever since you've been watching the show, um, I in January it'll be 6 years, me and Laura, and I have 2 or 3 times a year she's in the hospital, and she just keeps bouncing back, and goes and keeps bouncing back. The COPD, damage that it does to somebody, um, but she just always keeps her spirits, always has her wit, always is the wise one when we always want, when the family's there, we all go to her and get her knowledge to what's going on. But then the last 2 months, she was in the hospital, as we've been saying. Um, Went to ICU, got better, went to rehab. Okay, great. Mama D's coming home. All of a sudden, turns for the worse, goes back to ICU, and now Laura Ocean will take it from there.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to come jump on for just a couple minutes because, well, first of all, the outpouring of prayers
Thank
and
you.
cards and flowers and goodies and the love that you guys have all been sharing to our family during this time, excuse me, has been remarkable. I need you to all know that yes, my mom has been put into hospice. Um,
As of yesterday,
as of the day
day
before
before
yesterday.
yesterday, but I announced it yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah, so
right,
they
right.
brought her in on, I don't even know what day, Monday evening. Um, she's still as sharp as a tack. She's still eating. She's still requesting certain foods. She still has her wit. She is still making jokes. She is at peace. Um, it's been incredible. That's what's getting my sister and myself and the whole family through this because she is so at peace, but still very with it.
Yeah. What I was telling the people here, folks, when a couple days ago, when she, being in that situation, we don't know. We're not in that situation, but mom was always been suffering, and when she made a decision to herself that this is it, no more poking, no more this, no more interruptions, no more nothing, and she sat down. Well, she was laying down with my Laura and Natalie went to the hospital and said, "Hey, this is what I want. These are my wishes." Once the family gave the whatever mom, whatever you need. When she closed her eyes and went to sleep, she had a big smile on her face.
Her She was smiling, her lips were pink. She was humming, which is another one of her signs that she's always told us when because she hums a lot in her sleep anyways. And when she hums, she always tells us that she's happy and content. Well, she's been doing a lot of humming lately. But the funny part is they've been taking off most of her medication. She's still on a few things, but her taste buds have come alive and she's requesting everything under the sun and eating everything under the
And the
sun.
doctor said, "Go ahead, eat what you want."
Whatever you want, we're eating. She's eating it. But I do want everyone to know all of your messages that you've sent, all the texts, all the everything. She knows about everything. I've read everything to her, and she's completely aware and has even been very, very appreciative. And she's always like, or might tell a story about whoever, depending on who it was. But I do want you guys to know that she's getting every one of your prayers and every one of your well wishes as she's going do this little process. And the funny part is, we put her into this incredible hospice facility
Which is across the street from the area. Yeah, right.
and so we're just all people are telling us this is so incredible. So I'm not overly impressed yet. We'll see. She's only been there 36 hours. Don't get me wrong.
Well, the venue, I mean, they've got a chapel, they've got a game room.
It's beautiful there. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I'm not overly. I just have to tell you a really quick story because we're going to meet my friend Michelle's coming today. So we're going to go sit with Mama in a little while. But I have to tell you what she had said to two of the people there yesterday.
The workers, mind you, the workers. Yeah.
My mother says to the workers 2 different times, you need to smile. Life's too short. You should never have to say that to somebody in our hospice patients to never have to say that to a worker. So I'm not 100% impressed yet. I don't believe anybody expects people to come into hospice as quick-witted and as aware and alert as she is. But I just need to jump on, give you guys a little bit of an update. I haven't been able to reach out to and respond to each one of you guys yet, but I want you all to know what's going on. And again, thank you so much for your prayers and wishes. And we will definitely keep you posted.
And the question is, we don't know. We're letting her body make the decision, correct, hon?
She said she wants her body to make the decision. The doctors, when we're not around, she makes sure everybody knows no more blood, no more poking me, no more anything. She does her breathing treatments. She's still getting a little bit of prednisone every day. Morphine if needed. She hasn't even taken any morphine yet. I'm telling you, this woman is incredible. She hasn't had morphine since last Saturday.
And we've asked the nurses, has anybody come home from hospice?
And if anybody's going to do it, that woman will. I see Jackie on here right now. Jackie, I'm sending love and prayers to your mom,
as well. Jackie,
I
Kathy,
understand there might be a surgery needed.
So
please know our prayers are with you guys as well.
To Jackie and Kathy.
And Kathy, absolutely. Yes, thank you. I did talk to Kathy.
Yes.
Guys, I want to thank you all for letting me just give you a quick update. You guys have an incredible day. We will keep you posted. I want to thank my husband so much. He's been running Natalie and over our Diet Cokes, bringing Bella in and out when needed, and anything that's been needed. He's been definitely a wonderful support to the whole family. So you guys have a great day. I will hopefully be in touch with you all soon. All right?
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. Bye, honey.
All right, folks. Well, you heard it right here from Laura. And I can't phantom anybody going through that. And my family, like I said, if you've been following me these years, the only family member that I lost that I could actually was there and part of was my father. In 2004, he died at the age of 58 years old. But, cousins I didn't have, grandparents, all my rest of my family were all in Italy. I mean, I lost close friends, but family. So this is like the first time that I'm going to be, when my father died 2004, my head and everything wasn't in it, because I was right at the peak of my career. So we were traveling all the time. So we're just trying to keep the kids, everybody that are in, understand what's going on. Everybody goes to visit Mama D. And, she just lets you know that I'm ready. Just let the body do what it's got to do. And we don't know. Only God knows that. But that's the plan there. So she's in hospice. And usually when you tell somebody they're in hospice, it's usually the beginning to the end. There has been people that they said that they can stay in hospice for months. I don't know. We just don't know. When I seen her yesterday, and it was like almost like she was sleeping. I mean, almost like, like she was here when she was at the house. Wake up. She did her Diet Coke. The doctor told her to eat whatever she wanted. So let's just thank you again for all your prayers and messages and stuff, and we really do appreciate that very much. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Wednesday, August 8th. Tonight we'll be at the Village Pub, making our debut at the Village Pub in North Riverside with special guests Louis Pipes, Jerry Jams, special surprise guests Ron Starr, Lisa P. A bunch of people will be dropping by. I hear even the great John Vincent will be there tonight. So it'll be very interesting to see the camaraderie and everything that's going to happen tonight at the Village Pub in North Riverside, 7 o'clock. Tomorrow we'll be at the concert in the park, in Schiller Park, at the Clock Tower concert with the main event band, Tony Toto, Jerry Jams, and return of Danny Ramundi from Italy outside. So hopefully pray for good weather. And then Friday, return to Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with the professor, Daryl Armstead, now that he's a married man, 8 o'clock. And then Saturday, we'll be at the Taste of Elmwood Park with Tony Ocean and friends. It's going to be a great show, I hope. Regina Karma, Jerry Jams, Tony Toto, Elliot Winbush. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on this Saturday coming up, the Taste of Elmwood Park. Pina, Michael, thank you all. Lisa Scott, thank you. Danny, everybody else that's been watching here. Double T, Carol, Johnny G, Stella, everybody. I didn't get a chance to. Again, Jackie and Kathy, prayers to your mom. I hope she gets better. Denise Deanna. Hi, Denise. Love you. Carl again. Carl Doty, Paula yesterday. Let's talk about some of our sponsors real fast. Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Buy local, shop local. Danny Mazzi, tell him Tony O sent you. 847-695-0100. And then Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair for all your collision and auto repair needs. That's crashchampions.com. Thank you so much, Crash Champions. And Armando Supermarkets and Deutsche Power Center will be sponsors to the Tony Ocean Columbus Day Float. That's going to happen on Monday, October 9th. I'm excited about that. Boy. And let's just break them. Again, we need to mention, of course, a 2024 Chicago Music Cruise. If you guys are interested in jumping on this cruise, there's not that many rooms left. Folks, January 7th to January 14th, 2024, 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Wonders of the Seven Seas. The seas is what we're talking about, as Richie would say. Orlando, Florida, Bahamas, St. Martin, and St. Thomas. With the Tony Ocean, the main event band, of course, Mojo's Jukebox, and, of course, the great Seventh Heaven. So go to Mary at ntdvacations.com. And if you're interested in joining us on the 2024 Chicago Music Cruise. Yeah, nuts. I hope none of you people have any of this happening to you. It's a tough thing, because she's going into she's in the hospice, and you think, okay, and then when you go see her, it's like, wow. It doesn't look like a patient that should be in hospice. That's just what it is, I guess. Well, thank you, Sherry, everybody watching. We appreciate it very much. Let's get to some other stories, folks. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, Monday through Friday. Again, it's Wednesday, August 9th. Already, August is almost over. I mean, it's just flying. Just flying how we're going by here, folks. 20 weeks. Do you believe this, folks? As of today, or as of yesterday, 20 weeks till Christmas. 20 weeks and Christmas is here. It just seems like as we get older, life just keeps getting shorter and shorter. Horrible that it is. Horrible it is. Green Bay Packer fans out there, folks. Deaf Packer Fan Fest. The Green Bay Packers, the NFL football team out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, puts together a fest every year. And it's a 4-day event that just happened this past weekend for the Deaf Packers Fan Fest. So pretty cool thing that the Green Bay Packers are doing, folks. What's up? everything going on in the world right now, everybody just turn your brain off. That's what everybody usually does. And they go to sleep. They don't want to go through, hear all the nonsense and all the crazy shit that's going on and all the negative stuff that's going on. But here's my brain. I'm thinking, why do all the odd numbers have an E? I mean, it sounds crazy, but I'm always thinking about weird things. I don't know if it's just, I've always been that way. Always been that way. Here's some crazy stuff that you don't hear too often. You know, people have apartments, or they have condos, or they have mortgage, or they have a car payment, or you're late. I mean, everybody's been late once in a while in their life, right? Paying. Well, here's a gentleman here, according to NBC, Plato Alto. It's a restaurant in the city of Chicago. If he faces eviction for paying his rent 1 day late. 1 day late, they putting up for eviction. Because I guess the property is worth a lot. They want to get rid of this guy, maybe bring in somebody else in. But that's unheard of. After 1 day eviction. Is that crazy or what? I don't get it myself, folks. If you're in the Florida area, Naples, NCH, emergency room hospital shut down after disturbance. Some problems with the machines, from what I'm hearing. They had to close the whole hospital health center down in Naples, according to NBC. Hopefully, I'm sure they fixed that all up as well. How many people remember a place called Sarni's in the city of Chicago? Still there. Bartender finally retires. He's been there 55 years. Joseph Pedrak started working there in 1968, and he finally retiring 55 years later. God bless you, to be able to go out on his own terms and his own way. You got to love that, folks. You got to love that. People have been asking about other dates coming up, and let's just tell you what's going on. Now, next, we have a busy week, like I said, this week. Next week, it gets even crazier, folks. We start off on next Wednesday, return to Big Sammy's in Plainfield, Illinois. Next Thursday, Positano's in Oak Brook. Return of Lisa P. and Jerry Jams. That's in Oak Brook, Positano's. And then Friday, of course, August 18th is Ron Onesti's Italian Fest, Little Italy Taylor Street Fest. We're going to be there Friday, folks, on the pierogi stage. Instead of 8 o'clock start, it's a 6 o'clock start. 6 o'clock start, Taylor Street Fest, next Friday, the 18th. And then, if you can't make it to the city, how about coming up to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin on the following day, Saturday, August 19th, returning to Mars Resort, Lake Como, outside 4 o'clock. It's going to be the biggest party of the year, folks. We're excited when we love playing Mars. Seeing Arnie and Scott and the crew over there. It's going to be great seeing some great friends. So that's next Saturday, the 19th, 4 o'clock, Toto and Jerry Jams. And then, if that wasn't enough, wake up in the morning and we take off and we go Oceans Rat Pack to Galena, Illinois, Andover, Illinois, which is right next to Galena there, at the Forget About It Vineyard Winery. It's Oceans Rat Pack, Elliot Winbush, Sammy Davis as Sammy Davis, Bill Saratella as Frank Sinatra, yours truly as Dean, Jerry Jams, and a special tribute to Tony Bennett from Vince Amore. He'll be opening the show. That's a Forget About It Vineyard Winery, Sunday, August 20th. So there's a lot of stuff happening next week as well. All right. CBS, Mr. T. Remember Mr. T was a bouncer in Chicago, of course, became the great fighter against Rocky 3. Of course, Mr. T had his TV show, The A-Team, all the gold chains. Well, he's always doing good, folks. He's going to south side of Chicago, since he was from Chicago, giving away shoes to people, to kids in need. I love when celebrities give back, and that's what Mr. T does, man. Very cool. Kudos to Mr. T. According to Fox News, folks, International House of Pancakes. That's right, for the 65th birthday. That's going to be happening October 27th. If you're into pancakes and you love the International House of Pancakes, if you buy the breakfast combo on the 27th of August, celebrating their 65th year in business, it becomes all you can eat. That's headlines, Fox News, for all you pancake lovers, International House of Pancakes. This Barbie movie, crazy. I don't know who's spending money to watch this shit. That's just my opinion. I haven't seen it, don't care to. That's just me. But it's taking over everything. I don't know, millions of dollars it's already made at the box office. It's people are coming out with Barbie dolls. We already always had the Barbie dolls, but now they got the Barbie shirts and the pajamas. In El Salvador, they went to the extreme now that you can get a pink coffin. You can be buried in a Barbie pink coffin in El Salvador. You know it's going to hit the States soon. Is it crazy? That's right, Dennis. They made $1 billion. $1 billion. I'm sorry. Billion is B. That's how many people that went to see this movie. Crazy as that is. What a waste of time. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that's just me. What do I know? How many people remember Happy Days? Al. Well, he's originally from Kenosha, Wisconsin. And there's a local bar in Kenosha, Wisconsin, trying to raise money, $65,000 to put a statue of Al. Of course, the actor Al Morinari, folks, he played played the actor Al in the TV show Happy Days. So trying to make a statue to support the guy. I think that would be kind of cool. In your hometown to get a statue of you, I mean, what the hell? I think that's very cool. As long as the Chicago people don't try to tear it down. But they're in Wisconsin. It's a different world out there. And you got to love Wisconsin, one of my favorite states in the world. For all you Chicago Cub fans, here it is. Gene Schroeder. They're saying that Gene Schroeder, according to the Chicago Tribune, is the oldest Chicago Cub fan alive. 94 years old. So congratulations to Gene Schroeder, 94 years old, the oldest Chicago Cub fan alive. Very, very cool. I saw the movie yesterday. Thank God it was a $5 matinee, cute movie, but not worth the full price. There you go. Well, Pina, at least they took your $5. God bless. I know what I would have done with that $5. Better than toilet paper. That's what I would do with that movie. Is it a kid movie? I don't know. If it's for kids, okay. But for adults going to see it, what do I know? Spend your money and go see The Sound of Freedom, which is making great amounts of money as well, and telling about the sex trafficking and everything that's going on in Hollywood and all over this fucking crazy world. That you should be spending your money on and go seeing that movie if you haven't seen it yet. You know what scares me, folks? When banks start losing people's money, then it's a problem. Look what's going on according to ABC. Wells Fargo reports missing. Whoo, boy. Missing money from bank accounts in Wells Fargo. So you might want to look into that. If you have money in Wells Fargo, see if your money is missing. This is according to ABC. Don't shoot the messenger here. According to Walmart, is opening dental offices in some of their stores. Now, it's funny because we used to go to Alexian Brothers for my doctor, Dr. Rao. And now he's down the street from our house in Walgreens. They moved on Biesterfield here in Elk Grove Village. There's a Walgreens now that have a doctor office in there. And our doctor's office moved there. So this doctor moved to Walgreens. Well, they have dentists now that can be in certain Walmart stores. There you go. There will be an express line for people who have 12 teeth or less. They got to make you laugh a little bit, folks. Thank you, Patrice. Always got to plug the freedom, Dennis. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oppenheimer. That's supposed to be another one, too. Not for kids. Stories about Barbie surgically getting a vagina. So there you go. See what I mean? Why would they make movies like that? And what idiots go out and see this movie? Thank you, Ron Starr. How you doing, buddy? The Bluetooth special. There you go, Vince. Well, I'm in a good mood today, folks, and you know what that means. When I'm in a good mood, it's time for your favorite time and mine. Oh yeah, that's suspicious. That's right, folks. It's time for that suspicious, and we got the biggest suspicious one right here, right now. Former Capitol Police Chief. That is the chief of the Capitol building. Former Capitol Police Chief tells Tucker Carlson in a recent interview that the FBI and the CIA undercover agents were in the crowd in January 6th. Really? That's suspicious. That makes you wonder how these people got into that building in the first place. Don't kill the messenger. Fact. Former Capitol Police officer. It's crazy in this world as it is, folks, and I'm just telling you, it's a sad world and it's a scary world. So we just got to make sure that it's been hidden. Yes, exactly. But of course, a lot of people don't want to hear that side of the story, and they want to blame everything on one guy. Woo! Wow. Interesting stuff, folks. All right, what else we got here? August 5th, 1957, which was a few days ago, American Bandstand hit with your TV host, Dick Clark. He was 26 years old when he started that show. How many people used to watch American Bandstand on Saturdays? We're going bopping, we're going bopping. And that was written by Barry Manilow, the song Bandstand. Anyway, August 5th, 1957. How about some good news? I like good news. NBC, high school teacher gives his student his kidney. The kid looking for a kidney, can't get a match. The teacher of the class steps up and gives it to the kid. Kudos to that teacher for doing something. God bless. That kid's going to have a whole new future, which is important. Today, National Purple Heart Day. People who fought, lost their lives in World War II. To get a Purple Heart is a big thing. Johnny G, if you're watching, my brother, United States Army, wounded veteran, Purple Heart, United States Army combat, Johnny G. Great musician, and look at him. Purple Heart is a big honor to have. And just making it Purple Heart Day or Purple Heart Month. People have fought for our country, died for our country. No, thank you, John. And thank you, Dennis. And thank you, other people who fought in the country for our country. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That stuff should be headlined every day on the news. That's what should be about. And take care of the veterans when they come home after they help fighting our country. And there they are, they get nothing. Homeless. Then you got veterans, nothing. Take care of our home. Take care of our country. United States of America. You sent all these people out to war, fight our country. That's what they did. And they come home and they get shit and disrespected. Or unless you're a son or a daughter to one of the congressmen or senators or presidents, oh, well, in that case, you guys get the whole kit and caboodle. Speaking of the sound of freedom, you know, the actor that starred in the movie, Jim Caviezel, if I'm pronouncing his name right, was in El Salvador, got very urgently, he got sick. And they had to rush him to the hospital. He's a star of the movie called The Sound of Freedom. our prayers go out to him and hope he's going to be okay. Sometimes when you go to those other countries, you really got to wonder what you eat, the water sometimes. No disrespect to the other countries, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And The View is getting in trouble again. Good for them. Jason Aldean suing The View, suing Whoopi for $40 million because they're of their mouth. All they do is I flicked through the channels today, and that Joy Barhard, that blowhard, whatever her name was, talking about how unfair she thought that the judge on the Trump trial was pro-Trump, I guess, and it was in Florida, the state of Trump. It's like unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that View can say whatever the hell they want, and they never get in any trouble. Of course, I mean, they'll sue the TV station, and then whatever it is, they'll get their money. It's just money to them, but they're still on the air. Barbara Walters, who started that show, would not approve of this shit that's going on that show. Not approve if she was knowing what's going on in this country right now with The View. $40 million. Jason, I hope you get it all, buddy. I hope Jason, and I love his song. Case closed. Case closed. And I talked about this we're talking about the IHOP, and that's just one of them. I don't know why they're not on this lawsuit. Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell. You ever see pictures, commercials? Okay, commercials of these restaurants. And their pictures. You have a girl holding a burger like this. I mean, it's like this. Or the menus, they're like this. And then when you get them to your plate, they're like this. So Taco Bell's being sued, McDonald's is being sued, and Burger King's being sued for false advertising. Make the picture of the burger the size that it is. When you go to IHOP, remember you used to get the pancakes are like up to here. I'm surprised nobody's done that earlier. Dennis Barber's rolling in her grave. Roseanne, I don't know how anybody can watch that show. They're probably tuned into it. They probably think the same way I don't even want to use those words, but that horrible show that it is. Nickelback, pop rock band, whatever you want to call them. Lead singer Chaz Kroger. I got to give this guy credit. I don't know what Nickelback sounds like. I remember buying one in high school, but I don't know what the band sounds like. I couldn't tell you what Nickelback sings. I can tell you what they look like because the singer's got a weird look to him. But he stopped the show with his band, and he apologized for his throat issues. So you know what? He said, hey, audience, I'm sorry. Today my voice is just not with it. Bear with me. Here's a guy that you got to give him credit for that, man. Some people would cancel and say, hell with it. He still entertained for the people who bought tickets to that show. So I have to say kudos to Nickelback. It was great to see you at Zaza's last week, Meatball Rick. It was great seeing you too, Richard. You and your lovely wife. God bless you, brother. It was a great event. Yeah, so you got to give Nickelback a credit for that. To the lead singer for saying that. For you Beatle fans, August 6th, 1965, Beatles Help. What a great album. Great movie. Right after the big success of Hard Day's Night, which was in black and white. They came out with the movie Help, which was in color. Great songs on there. Just don't make them like that. Fox News. I didn't even realize this. The gentleman named Nathan Nearest Green. Nathan Nearest Green is his name. He was from slavery. Building life spirits. Do you know he taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey? So if it wasn't for Nathan Nearest Green, according to Fox News, there would be no Jack Daniels. So thank you, Nathan Nearest Green. Post time. Now we know. That's how Jack Daniels knew. See, I love watching those histories channels and stuff and finding all that good stuff about the time that this country and these days are trying to take away all that history. Well, Russia has put a anti-ban on LGBTQ law and bars citizens from gender changing. This is in Russia. They put their foot down and they said enough is enough. Miss Italy beauty pageant bans biological males from running and competing in the pageant. This is Miss Italy contest beauty pageant. South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, is coming up their very first dry cannabis bar. So you can smoke all the pot, you just can't buy liquor there. I guess you don't want to mix them together, right? So I guess it's a good thing for some people. Watching from San Francisco today, Matt, what's up, my brother? Hope you're having a good time over there in San Francisco. I left my heart in San Francisco. There you go, Matt. Enjoy your time up there, buddy. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. If pedophilia is just sexuality, is that what they're saying about people? Doctors are saying this, or they're claiming that. Then burning them all is just like gardening. I don't care what goes on in this world. And I mention this day after day on my shows. When you touching and hurting children, I just don't understand how this is not as important as getting. Remember when COVID hit? Every time thousands of people were sitting in front of that TV waiting to see what Dr. Mad Scientist Dr. Fauci was going to tell you to do. And the bunnies ran and did it. But it was on television 24 hours a day. Get the shot or this, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, do this, do that. Right? It was very important to the world. And these people put that message out there every day, 24 hours a day. Because there was a pandemic in the world. Because it was something that was dangerous. Because it was something that was killing people. Right? Now, how come we don't see that with the pedophiles and the sex trafficking? How come that's not on the news 24 hours telling you, watch out for this, watch out for that? How come nobody on Epstein's Island has ever been to jail yet? Not even one person has been thrown to the wolves. How come? Isn't this dangerous? Isn't it dangerous to our children, to our future? Isn't it just as dangerous? Isn't them killing people? The sex trafficking, you don't think that people are getting killed? Shouldn't this be out there? Shouldn't this be out on regular television, just like that crackpot Dr. Fauci was, that was never even worked on a patient in his life? That's confusing to me, folks. Miles Green, what's up, brother? I will see you too. Go see my good buddy Miles Green. Great guy, great entertainer in the Chicagoland area. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Tonight we'll be at Village Pub for the very first time in North Riverside with Jerry Jams and Louis Pipes and a lot of special guests. Going to be a lot of fun, folks. How about some birthdays? We've got them. Carl Alfalfa Schwister. Remember, he played Alfalfa on the Little Rascals celebrating a birthday. Ricky Rocket, drummer of the hair band, glamour band Poison, celebrating a birthday. Billy Burke was Wanda the Witch in The Wizard of Oz. She was the good witch, celebrating a birthday. Rick Wilcox. Everybody knows Rick. He was a big magician. He's had a home. He's had a theater in the Wisconsin Dells for many years. Happy birthday, Rick Wilcox. David McCovenoff, actor, 63 years old. Charlize Theron, oh, she's a sweetheart too, 48 years old. Edward Hurrick, used to love him, played Dr. Watson in the um, English version of Sherlock Holmes with Jeremy Brett. One of my favorites. Happy birthday. Wayne Knight from Seinfeld, celebrating a birthday. Peter Way used to be in the band UFO, celebrating a bit. Mary Bosco Canella, our friend Mary. Mary, how you doing, honey? Jim Early of A La Carte Entertainment, celebrating a birthday. Our friend Rosanna Stacy Rego. Happy birthday, Roseanne. Great seeing you. Let's say happy birthday to Janice Provenzano, of course, the wife of the General, Robert Provenzano. They're on a plane somewhere, going somewhere. Happy birthday, Janice. And tonight, also my good friend Louis Pipes, who's be singing with us tonight, his lovely wife, Dana, celebrates a birthday. So Dana, we can't wait to celebrate with you tonight at Village Pub. Happy birthday, Dana. Happy birthday, my dear. All right, so it's good to celebrate good friends' birthdays, and that's what it's about. That's okay, Albert. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Franklin Graham, we had disease since the beginning of time, but we must go on living. Albert, if you watched the beginning of the show, we had our wife. If you're just tuning in, we had my wife, Laura Ocean, on here giving us an update on Dibash, who just moved into hospice yesterday. And we're just letting her body take its course. You know, she's hardly, I think the last time she had morphine was Saturday. So she's eating, but she is in hospice, folks. So I want to thank my wife, Laura, for taking the time and coming on the show today, because every day she works in the morning and then she's at the hospital every day with my sister, Natalie. So it was great to see Laura here on the show. All right, folks, teachers out there. Isabella Drake, I don't know who's watching. If you're a fan of Ocean's Pit, your teachers, Florida, the Florida Keys are calling your name. They're looking for teachers, all sorts, from math teachers to bus drivers. The Florida Keys, Maine South School, they're looking up for teachers, starting pay up to $98,000 for some positions. So move out to Florida. If you're a teacher and you're going to get the hell out of this state, this is the place to do it. The cha-cha slide, remember that? Slide to the left, slide to the right. DJ Casper has died at the age of 58 years old. The cha-cha slide. I'm sure Jams will be playing that tonight. According to NBC, another crackpot. These are the stuff that's making headlines, folks. Not the stuff that I talked about earlier. Portage man from Portage Park in Chicago shot a 9-year-old girl, killed her. Why? Because she was too loud. She was too loud. She wouldn't shut up. So a man shoots a 9-year-old girl. That's what this world's coming to. That's the stuff that people are talking about. Johnny, there you go, brother. Florida Keys. It's warm. Probably get a lot of work out there, too. Well, some people don't like Florida. Laura Mizzi, how you doing, my dear friend? I hope you and Anthony are doing well. We are losing, folks, 35 minutes of daylight. It's going to start getting darker. Not that far away. 2 questions. 1 question. We brought our dog, Natalie, dog Bella, to the hospital to visit Mama D in hospice yesterday. It's a wonderful thing, I believe, to bring pets to the hospital. That's the question today. Do you think it's okay to bring pets to hospitals? I think if you had a behaved dog or cat in certain situations, I think you should be able to bring your pet to see your loved one. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They give, they bring dogs to inmates to try to rehabilitate them, try to change them, and it makes them more calmer to have a dog, a friend. I think it's a good thing to bring dogs to the hospital. I'm asking you guys, Johnny, Dennis, Lee, Laura, Albert, KJ, anybody that's listening to the show right now, folks, is it okay to bring dogs to the hospital? To bring a pet to visit someone who's sick or someone who's dying? Especially in hospice. There you go, KJ. I agree with you. I think you should be able to bring them in. Dennis says yes. I think it's important. In the music business, folks, there's something called a rider. A rider is something that when you do a performance or you do a show, it's like a contract, but certain things that the artist wants: towels, soda, food, blah, 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 water, beer, booze, whatever they ask. And some of the more famous the artist is, usually the bigger the rider is, or how crazy the rider is. Like the whole Van Halen M&Ms, no brown M&Ms or no green M&Ms. Now, there's two reasons why an artist or musicians put these riders out. Number one is the stuff they really want backstage. That's for the most the simple, the first, first top 5 or 6, they put exactly what they want: food, water, whatever, towels, whatever it is. Richard Hamlin: dog understands when someone passes and gives them time to grieve. If they don't get that, they can feel like they have been abandoned by their owner. That's a good thing. Good thing to know, Richard. Thank you. So that's what a rider is. So the reason why Van Halen put in no brown M&Ms or no green M&Ms, it wasn't that they don't like brown M&Ms. They put something silly in that rider. So when the promoter, the concert, the owner, everybody that reads this rider, they read it. If they walk into their backstage and they have M&Ms and the green ones or brown ones, I forgot which one it was, but if they're in the bowl of M&Ms that they asked for, that means they didn't read the rider of what they wanted. And technically, if your rider is not what you wanted, you don't have to perform. Technically. The Rolling Stones, Beyonce, Billy Joel, all those bands can do that. But that's why they put silly things in there. There's certain artists, if they put water. Well, they just bring you water. No, they need the Pellegrino water, and then you have to go all over town to find the Pellegrino water. Or it's got to be Evian water. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. All this stuff's in a rider. But Beyonce, her rider, Beyonce, when she goes into a new town to perform her show in the venue that they're performing at, they must have all brand new toilet seats. That means in the bathrooms, that means in their dressing rooms, that means wherever they're at, the new venue, wherever she goes, wherever she stays, even a hotel, they have to put brand new toilet seats. Add that to your list there, folks, of craziness. New toilet seats. Is that crazy? And if anybody can pull it off, or if anybody can demand that, it's definitely Beyonce, folks. Definitely Beyonce. If you don't stand for the national anthem, perhaps you should give your legs to a veteran who lost his. That way a real man can stand in your place. Absolutely. Love that quote. I want to say happy heavenly birthday to Nick Sahajas' mom up in heaven. Nick, if you're watching, I love you. Happy birthday to your mom up in heaven, my friend. And I'm going to leave you with one last thing. Again, I want to thank my wife, Laura, for coming on the show and giving you an update on Mama D. In hospice, and like I said, just making sure, just waiting for her body to take charge. Our other sponsors, Deutsch Power Center. Thank you, Trico Hair Experts. Thank you, Roy McCampbell, Attorney Law. Thank you, Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida, hand-rolled. But I want to tell you and leave you with this particular thought. And we'll be back again tomorrow. But here's what we're going to leave you with, folks. Sent in by Diana Peterson. Bag of cocaine was found in President Joe Biden's house, the White House. A dead body was found at former President Barack Obama's house. A dead body was found. A male prostitute was found at Pelosi's house. Illegal server was found at Clinton's house. But the FBI wants to raid Donald Trump's house. Now, I don't care if you're a Trump fan or not. If this was your party, obviously it is on the other side, right? This stuff is happening in your party. Fact. It's not me just shooting the shit. It's fact. I just don't get it. If you don't want the truth, don't ask me. If you don't want something sugar-coated, go and eat a donut. If you want something sugar-coated, go eat a donut. Because that's all you're going to get from this show. Or that's all you're going to get. That's what it is. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Time to thank our sponsors again. Our good friends from Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Buy local and shop local. Ace is always the place, always taking care of neighbors, folks. Turn up your lawnmower for the summer. Tune-ups start up at $105 plus parts. They are your neighborhood powerhouse. And take advantage of the Auto Key FOB programming at all their stores. They program and cut car keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit your helpful hub to speak to a certified team member. And you Ace people out there, download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special orders. That's what it's about. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, tonight, Village Pub in North Riverside for the very first time. Jerry Jams, Louis Pipes, celebrating Dana's birthday, his lovely wife. Of course, Ron Starr will be making an appearance. Lisa P., John Vincent. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight at the Village Pub. Tomorrow, we'll be at the concert in the park in Schiller Park. That is a 7 o'clock? 6 o'clock hit. I don't know. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Friday, Chicago Prime. And Saturday, the Taste of Elmwood Park, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Tony Ocean and friends. Tony Toto, Jerry Jams, Elliot Winbush, and Regina Karma this Saturday. Guys, buy local, shop local. Support local establishments and live entertainment. Be kind, everybody, and remember the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. We need it more than ever. Thank you for all your outpouring calls and emails and texts and stuff for Mama D. And thank you to my wife for being on the show to start off the show today. And keeping those prayers for Mama D, folks. We love you guys very much. Thanks for watching. Be back tomorrow, same time, same station. God bless. Nick Sahajas, take us out, piano man.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Peace and love. Bye-bye.